The Public-Private Partnership Bill was tabled around the end of last year by Finance Minister Kalesh Letvine to provide a legal framework for partnership on capital projects for the first time. Extensive consultations with stakeholders followed as the National Council rejected and referred the bill back to the National Assembly. Through this act, government is hoping to avoid or eliminate what it terms shady deals with large-scale capital projects to go through a bidding process. Companies in the private sector, if successful in bidding, would then execute such projects on conditions set by government as informed by the type of project. The Act also stipulates that the cost of delivering an infrastructure asset or a service through the agreement should not impose an unreasonable financial burden on the public.
We are going to involve the private sector because government alone cannot develop this country, we say. In the spirit of Harambee, all of us must hold hands to move in the same direction so that we can develop this country. So this is going to be very, very important bill. Sometimes, let's say we're going to build the airport or so on. Government just to get all the money from the budget is too much. But if we can hold hands with the private sector, that they can come into either build it, operate it, and transfer it. Those kind of things we are now going to engage in, because this law, this bill which is going to become law, will cover that.
The head of state says the law should also not be seen as meant to enrich only a few among Namibians.
The purpose of this act is not a tool for enriching the players, but seeks to create a win-win approach to development. Yes, it is not going to mean that big people, important people are going to collude and therefore use this bill to make money. We want to have a win-win situation. The people must be the ones to win, not the developers, not the entrepreneurs, and so on.
The head of state also signed the Appropriation Act following tabling of a $62 billion national budget in March. This authorizes the ministries and government agencies to spend what was appropriate to them in what is known as a continuing dose of financial discipline, reducing growth in government debt and steering the economy towards recovery.
So I'm very happy that these bills are available now and must be used and implemented to bring about development in an accelerated manner.
We would work hard to ensure that all accounting officers work with us to ensure everybody is held accountable for the full implementation of the tasks that were assigned to them for the year. We have worked with ministries to also have strategic plans in place that are aligned to the Harambee Prosperity Plan, and also now to ensure that adjustments are made to make sure that there is full alignment with NDP 5, which is also aligned to the Harambee Prosperity Plan, to make sure that we not only fully utilize the resources that are allocated, but we optimize the value that we generate from the use of these resources.
This is the second time that President Geingob signs laws publicly in line with the promise to increase transparency in government dealings. Blanche Koreses, NBC News, Windhoek.